Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended, and I've got a cool one for you to show you how to boost your OVIRAPTOR's actual pickup range, because some people thought it was static and some people had things it's affected by certain stats. It's not actually the case. There's one specific thing that will boost your OVIRAPTOR's range, enabling them to pick up as far away as 25-ish foundations. Now that's a long freaking way. So how do you actually get that done, right? It's pretty simple. I'm going to show you in this video. If you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and consider subbing to the channel because I'm getting close to 100K, and that's kind of been my dream all along. And it costs you nothing. Pretty sweet. So anyways, that's my only plug. So what I'm going to show you is a level 1 OVIRAPTOR, right? So what's the actual distance of a level 1 OVIRAPTOR? And here is your answer, right? So basically speaking, your OVIRAPTOR, I'm just going to show you so you can see the exact distance. It's about 3-ish tiles away. Your 1 level OVIRAPTOR will pick up anything that is 3 tiles away. So know what happens if you increase it, right? If you increase it to 10, what happens with the OVIRAPTOR, right? So even though some people are like, okay, so what's the actual stats on this guy? So you can see there's your stats, and then there's your stats. So basically, it is not related to any individual stat. It's related to overall stats. However, it seems to be modified slightly by increasing the melee of your OVIRAPTOR. So what you can do is overall level is going to give you a boost, right? So if I was to spawn in a level, let's say 100 right now, right? You're going to notice the increased range is pretty exponential. So there's a 115 and a 100 right there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 150 is going to give you a total of 9 tiles, right? So that's 9 tiles. Sweet, Teach. What's the value of that? So it is related to overall level, but you can modify the range additionally by adding points into melee. So if I crank the melee on this guy, you're going to slowly start to see eggs. You saw that next little row go over there. You're going to see the actual, and there's another one, and then there's another one, and then there's a couple other ones, and then there's a couple other ones over there. So at 673 melee, you can see that this guy was able to pick up eggs approximately that far away. Just so you can see, that's about, give or take, 14, 15 tiles, okay? So 14 or 15 tiles, and that's what he was able to do. So if I spawn another random one in, right? So another OVIRAPTOR that's going to be level 150. So what I want you to see, this is the melee on this guy, 673. This one's 257. So let's go ahead and spawn in a little, oops, sorry. Let's go a little higher on this thing. I didn't want to do that at all. So let's just do this and then go, let's go 200, right? So if I spawn in a level 200, that's a direwolf. That is not an OVIRAPTOR. Whoopsies. If I spawn in a level 200 OVIRAPTOR, so there we go. Let's go a little bit higher actually. There's a level 300, right? Just so you can see, the overall level did push his range a little bit, even though his melee is a little lower, right? So melee is a little lower, but it pushed it to about 16 or 17 tiles. Now, if I increase that melee again, it seems to give it a little bit of a boost. So I'm going to go ahead and put another points into this guy's melee so I can get a little bit of a range increase on him. And we're just going to go all the way down, and then I'll show you how far he's actually able to reach, right? You just saw those eggs pick up range. So those pickups were approximately 20 tiles away. So this one, with the increased melee and increased stats overall at 388, is able to pick up eggs. And just so you can see, right, I put eggs the entire way down up until this point. So that is 25 tiles away. So that one specifically is able to pick up a egg 25 tiles away. Now it seems that there is a level cap, by the way, on this. So you can see he's at 388. He's able to pick up those fertilized eggs. So what happens if I spawn in an insanely overpowered one, right? Like 100, way beyond level cap. What happens then? So just so you can see, it hits a maximum range, even though this guy's like insanely high leveled with insanely high stats across the board. He cannot go any further. So the maximum range you can possibly hit is right about here, which, give or take, right, and this is just an approximation, we're looking at approximately 30 tiles. So the maximum range that an OVIRAPTOR can hit is 30 tiles away from them. Now, that is affected directly by the level, followed by increasing melee, it seems. So it seems in combination, the level plus melee, or some combination of level increases, will cause that to actually go further each time. Now, I have spawned in different sets, and I don't know why the melee seems to be the individual stat that does it, but the melee seems to be the one that kind of pushes it to that maximum range, because sometimes I'll level weight and it won't go further, but then I level into pure melee and it seems to push it just a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I'm not totally sure. But level does have a huge impact, as you can see. There is a maximum range of about 30 tiles, as you can see right there. But anytime, if you get a perfect tame, a 150, right, and then crank some stats into it and start breeding them a little bit, you can easily get 20, 25 tiles away. So hopefully this is something that helps you out, and hopefully this video kind of gives you an example of what I'm talking about. Now, realistically speaking, I don't think the melee has that much of a difference, if any, but it just feels like it when I'm doing the actual testing of this stuff. So make sure you actually just get a high level OVIRAPTOR. That's kind of what you got to do. It's a big, big difference. As you saw, it's like a 3 to 6 tiles versus, like, I don't know, that far away, which is 22 technically. And then you can get a maximum range of 30. So hopefully this video helps you out. Again, if you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and then consider subbing to the channel. All right, Teach. Ow.